What's up, everybody? This is Kev, your life coach, and today I want to talk about the art of selfishness. That's what this video is going to be titled. But before I get into that, I just want to say thank you to all of you who have viewed my videos, um, to those of you who have left me comments. Uh, the feedback y'all have been leaving has been tremendous. Like it really, I really value it. It's very special to me. It means a lot to me, um, and it's very encouraging to me, you know, and it makes me happy to know that there are people out there that are enjoying this content. Um, y'all leave messages like keep up the good work and da 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 great videos, like all the different comments. I really love seeing that. So thanks again. I really appreciate it. And I invite you to leave comments on this video because I look at it all and I comment and reply to every comment that I see. Okay, so the art of selfishness. Um, I may have a sip of tea throughout this video, so uh, excuse me. And that one excuse me applies to all future sippings of tea throughout this video. But I was just out here having breakfast and just loving this moment, you know, being thankful and appreciative for the present of the present. It's beautiful. It is really beautiful to be able to sit out here and just hear the listen to the birds chirp and different sounds of nature and everything. But anyway, the art of selfishness. Let's get into it. Usually when people talk about selfishness, you know, they shine a bad light on selfishness. Selfishness is usually talked about in a negative context. But there's nothing in life that is all bad, and there's nothing in life that is all good. It's just a matter of how we use whatever it is. Like I hear, like people, I see a lot, suggest that you should stay off of social media, for example. Stay off of Facebook and Instagram and focus on your life and get your life together and, things like that. None of these platforms are bad. It's just a matter of how you use it. I revamped my Facebook to, at one point it was a bunch of foolishness coming across my feed nonstop. And then, I revamped it, and now, my Facebook is a source, it's a resource for me of inspiration and encouragement because that's how I set it up. And so, I don't want to talk about that too much because that's not what this is about. But the point is, everything can be good and everything can be bad, and everything could be used for either good or bad. So, selfishness has helped me a lot. Being selfish has helped me a lot. Now, this is the proper way to use selfishness. Okay? To use selfishness correctly, it starts with understanding that everything that you do to others, you do to yourself. Okay, it's the law of sowing and reaping. What you put out comes back to you. What you give, you receive. You know, everything you do to others, how you treat others, it all comes back to you. And as I said, what you do to others, you're also doing to yourself. It's super, super important to understand that and to remember that, and to keep that, like at the forefront of your mind as you go throughout your day. Because if you do that, and if you're always mindful of that, and of course, I mean, you gotta like yourself. You gotta kind of care about, your life and what happens to you. You know, um, you gotta care about your future. You gotta care about, the life that you're creating. So self-love and self-respect is also a big aspect of this. But, considering that all these things are in place, that self love is there and the self respect is there, and you understand that how you treat others is how you're treating yourself, then this should be pretty easy to implement in your daily life if you're not implementing it already. So, here's an example. Um, I give a lot I give to whoever, it don't even matter. Like I actually look for opportunities to give to people. um, I'm always looking. And, if somebody approaches me, you know, with a sign or, whatever, like one time I was leaving a grocery store and this young kid, approached me. He was standing by the exit and, approached me asking for help to get groceries. I get excited over things like that, you know, because I understand, what's going on, you know, an opportunity to bless others is also an opportunity to bless yourself, right? So, understanding this, it affects how you respond to people, right? So, the people, say like the people that, hold the signs up, out here, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, and well, I'm in Maple Heights, Ohio, but it's pretty much the same thing almost. Um, but yeah, we you probably got these people where you are, they stand at the exit ramps of freeways primarily, um, or intersections, wherever, and they're holding the signs, need help, homeless need help, whatever they say. um Now, when you see these people, if you're thinking about you, right, if you're being selfish, if you're thinking about you, and if you remember that how you treat them is how you're treating you, and if you bless them, you're also blessing yourself in the future, right? If you look at it from that angle, and like I said, the self-respect and the self-love is there, and you care about the life you're creating for yourself, then it should be easy for you to pull over, roll your window down, and shoot them a gift, right? I know it is for me, you know. Um, and in addition to that, it should be easy for you to be generous, right? Because the size of your gift determines the size of the gift you'll receive, So, if you give, I don't know, let's say, you give $1, right? That dollar will be multiplied and returned back to you somewhere down the line in some form. It doesn't necessarily have to be money, it could be an opportunity, You know, it could come, I don't know, like in probably many different forms. But one thing's for sure is it'll be something desirable. It'll be something good, right? Coming back. Now, let's say you give $10, right? Well, that $10 will be multiplied. Same way. That $10 will be multiplied, and somewhere in your future, somewhere down the line, you're going to receive. That gift will be multiplied and give it back to you. So then the question is, would you rather receive off of $1 or off of $10? You know, so for me, it helps me because I understand that whatever I do today is through my actions today, and not just my actions but my thoughts and my words, and on and on, but just in the context of what I'm talking about here. So it's through my actions today I'm creating my tomorrows. I could be creating or bringing opportunities to myself through the things I do today. I'm bringing blessings into my life tomorrow. And when I say tomorrow, I don't mean like literally tomorrow, the day after today, but I just mean somewhere in the future. But yeah, I'm putting good things into my tomorrows through the things that I do today when I'm doing good things. And of course it works in reverse also. So if I see somebody, I can help them, but I just refuse to help them for whatever reason. I just don't want to. You know, um, that also is creative, and that also is multiplied and returned back to me in some kind of way. But it's gonna be something that I'm not gonna be excited about. It's not gonna be a wonderful situation. It's gonna be something similar to, um, the actions that I put out. Okay, so this is kind of like you hear people say good luck, bad luck. Some people have bad luck, some people have good luck. Things like that. I don't believe in luck because luck basically suggests that things happen just for random reasons and apart from laws, you know, and that's never the case because laws govern everything, and the absence of law brings chaos. Okay, so, and the presence of laws brings order. So, um, there's a law that governs everything, you know. So, I don't believe in luck, but for the sake of this video and trying to make a point, I'll use the word luck and say that you can create your own good luck, or let's say your own good fortune, right? Through your actions, through things you do. So, in the scenario, the example I just gave, about the, people with the sign or whatever, um, you pull over and you shoot them a gift. What you're actually doing is bringing good fortune into your life, right? And so if if you just seeing a person and you have no desire to help them, you don't want to help them, and because you're focused on them, and maybe you're focused on what are they going to do with the money. They probably just go, it's unfortunately we can be very judgmental sometimes. They're probably just going to buy drugs or you know, buy alcohol, whatever it is that's causing you to not want to help them out. If you could spin it and look at it from a selfish point of view, think about you, and you understand the things that I'm saying, then that would help you, should motivate and encourage you to go ahead and help that person out, right? Because you're thinking about what you're doing for yourself. You're being selfish. You're thinking about how giving to them will benefit you somewhere down the line. Now, you know, I don't know, some people may have a problem with that. I don't know. But think about the person that's standing out there asking for help. You know, the way my view on it is, I really don't care if they lying or, they say they're homeless and not or whatever. You know, I just feel like you standing out there, you must need help. Whether you lie about the help you need or whatever, like I'm not going to, make no sign and stand on the exit ramp of a freeway unless my situation is desperate, you know? So, and I've seen these people like in the rain, in the cold, I've seen them with blankets wrapped around them, all these different things. It's not my place to judge or to decide whether they're worthy of the gift or not. I see it as an opportunity, not just to bless them, but to also bless myself. Okay. Now, the person that you're giving to, you know, I don't think they really care why you're giving to them. You know, I think they'll just appreciate the gift, you know. Um, and if through you being selfish, right, thinking about yourself and wanting to, let's say, maximize the blessing you receive from the gift you give to this person, right? And so, because you want to maximize the gift, or you want to maximize what you receive in the future, you give a larger gift to the individual. I don't think they're going to complain about it. Even if you tell them, uh, I'm giving you this because giving to you, I'm also giving to me. Blessing you, I'm also blessing me. And I want to receive a substantial blessing, so I'm giving to you a substantial gift. I doubt they give it back. I doubt they say, "Well, that's so selfish," you know. But hey, it works, and they're gonna be thankful because you know they could do more with $20 than they could do with $1. You know, and then the immediate gratification you get from helping somebody is just, it's priceless. Usually, there's times when say I'll give to someone, they won't even say thank you. They just walk away like like I owed them that. Like I owed them money and they finally caught up with me and finally got the money I owed them. But it don't even matter because I'm thinking about me. So them saying thank you or not saying thank you is not gonna affect anything with me, you know, because I'm still gonna receive according to what I gave. You know, nothing can stop that. So that's one way you can apply selfishness. That came to me immediately because that's probably the biggest way I think that I um, apply being selfish. And then, any area of your life, you know, you could love people out of selfishness, right? If you think about you You think about what you want. And say you want somebody to love you for you, right? Then you go out and love people for them, right? And you can do it easier if you're thinking about yourself and you're thinking about what you want. Well, this is what I want. And if you understand that you have to give in order to receive, right? You can give thinking about what you're going to receive in mind. And as you do that through selfishness, you're also blessing who's ever, on the receiving end of your selfishness. So if you're loving somebody because of them and you're being totally non-judgmental and you're just appreciating them and on and on and on, that person is going to benefit tremendously from that type of love, right? If you want, say you don't have any friends, or you feel like your friends suck, like the quality of friends you have sucks, right? Then if you want better friends, be a better friend. And who's ever on the receiving end of that type of friendship you provide, oh man, they're going to really appreciate it. They're going to love it, right? And love you for it. When the whole time, selfishness is the motivation because you're wanting that type of friendship in your life. That's what you want. So that's why you're giving it. It's like that quote that says, be the change that you want to see in the world. Whatever it is you want, be that to someone else, or give that to someone else, right? And if you're not able to just do it, just being focused on them, then flip it and focus on you. Think about what you want in the future. You can create a life full of good fortune and good opportunities and just good things overall in your life through your actions, through how you treat other people. And this is kind of like the magic of life, and it's really just that simple. And I could give so many examples of how I've benefited from, this logic and from applying the things that I'm sharing, But it works. Be the change that you want to see. There's another quote that I saw that I really like. I don't know who said it, but it says, be who you needed when you were younger. And that's powerful, especially for me because my dad died when I was young. So what I needed more than anything in my life and never had was positive male influence in my life, like a role model, a mentor, right? Never had it. And as a result, I got in a lot of trouble in my younger years. And so now that's always my goal, especially to the youth, not just to my kids, but to their friends, to whoever. I strive to be to them who I needed when I was younger, right? So with the hopes that, they don't, take some of the paths that I took or make some of the decisions that I made that were not beneficial to me, right? So that's all for this video, y'all. The art of selfishness. When you apply selfishness properly, it could be tremendously beneficial to the person on the receiving end as well as to yourself. So yeah, I'd like to know what you thought about this video. I'd love to, for you to comment, um, leave me some comments and feedback, and you know, until the next video, this is Kev, your life coach, and I'm out.